welcome everyone! This was an unguarded crossing in Baku, Azerbaijan, which usually means trains and drivers are expected to sort things out themselves. As you can see, it wasn't working out, so the track was eventually removed. Japanese maglev trains can reach 500 kilometers an hour. Blink and you'll miss it. Like she did. It's one thing to not stop for a train, but another to destroy the gate entirely. This was filmed after a religious gathering in Bangladesh, and while it may look normal here, riding outside trains is incredibly dangerous and causes fatalities every year. This train looks endless, and each loaded wagon can weigh around 80 tons. The ocean doesn't stay in its lane here.
How about on the count of three, let's yell and tell the engineer to blow that whistle real loud. Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Blow the whistle.
The Dollywood Express takes passengers through the Smoky Mountains using technology that dates back more than a century. She dropped her phone on the tracks and decided to go after it herself.
Thank you.
Believe it or not, most derailments aren't a lost cause. This one, however, definitely is. This is Britain's famous steam locomotive Tornado, hauling the entire train without any help. For a few months every year, this part of Russia looks less like a railway and more like a Christmas card. The flooding here is just enough to cover the tracks, but not to stop the train. I thought the diesel was towing a steam locomotive, but that's a 2-for-1 special. The train didn't have enough traction for the hill, so the wheels basically turned into giant grinders. Built during World War II, Big Boy 4014 is so large that it weighs over 1 million pounds. While most steam locomotives ended up in museums, this one went back to work. The Lombard log hauler is basically a train-tractor hybrid.
Oh my God.
Someone call 111.
You call, I'm
Sorry.
following.
I'm calling now.
Wait, it might not even hit the car.
Oh, it is. It is. Oh! Oh my God, my heart.
They ignored the red light and got stuck on the tracks. Thankfully, they abandoned the car in time.
Check that they're all right.
I'm not too sure. The train just hit a car.
The car died on the track.
This tram is testing a 5G-powered anti-collision system. This is what maximum effort looks like on a railroad. Yeah, it's not gonna make it to its destination. Only in Chongqing could a train route go straight through an apartment building. The Ferrocarril de Soler was built in 1912 to connect a Spanish town that was practically cut off by mountains. When armies need to move heavy equipment quickly, railroads do most of the heavy lifting. Not the safest decision, but he goes for it anyway. Ironically, sometimes the easiest way to move a train is not by train. This train didn't derail on its own. Authorities say a 17-year-old allegedly tampered with a railroad switch to film the crash for YouTube, causing over $350,000 in damages and facing 2 felony charges as a result.
Are they okay?
The machine seen here packs the rocks beneath the sleepers, helping keep the track level and properly aligned. Military vehicles wear out fast on highways, which is why they're often transported by train instead.
Membership gives you all this and more for less than $6 a month. And I can have levels for 50% off.
This trestle sits 137 feet above the canyon floor and has been carrying trains for nearly 140 years. Now this is a real crossroads moment. Nothing is slowing this down. The Budapest trams know how to make travel fun.
The Cybertruck is parked too far, so the streetcar can't move.
When your parking job becomes everyone's problem. These replicas recreate the rail fighting units that once protected supply lines and transported troops. Some railways cross rivers. This one crosses part of the North Sea. This is the most casual way to maintain tracks I've ever seen. This line served passengers for years before closing in 2020. I didn't know you could tour Paris like this! This freight train caught fire in Germany while carrying brand new cars, causing around 1.5 million euros in damage. But thankfully, no people were injured. These people aren't just waiting for the train to pass. A derailed locomotive up front, with business as usual behind it. Nearly 2/3 of Pakistan's rail network is considered overaged, and the trains definitely know it. Trains are powerful, sure, but you can't deny they're also art. That rising pitch isn't a jet engine, it's a 12,000 horsepower freight locomotive getting to work. When a train breaks sticks instead of releasing, the heat buildup can get extreme very quickly. Sir, you cannot park there! Before sugar becomes sugar, it often takes a train ride like this. Canadian railroads don't stop for snow very often because of the CN Rail Plow. Unlike conventional brakes, magnetic track brakes work directly against the track itself. The winds were so strong, the entire train derailed here. A stranded tank train shuts down the crossing completely. Freight tracks in Jersey City get a lot of use, which is why the tracks are maintained every chance they get. Not smoke, just a steam locomotive releasing built-up water and sediment. San Francisco streetcars just hit different. This train is moving a piece of Reunion Island's history. This train isn't stopping for anyone. This footage captured the exact moment 17 rail cars left the tracks in Lincoln Heights, California. Indian trains don't stop for anything, not even flooding.
Yep, that's an airplane.
At this point, I'm convinced trains can single-handedly transport everything on this earth. You know you park poorly when you're blocking the city tram. What looks alarming is actually a normal side effect of a high-speed electric train pulling power in very cold weather. Most people never even think about how products reach the stores. Trains like this are a big part of the answer. Street running trains are rare enough. A steam locomotive doing it is even rarer. Excursion trains let people experience rail travel the way it sounded a century ago. He doesn't know how close he is to the Hanoi train. Thankfully, he's okay. You wouldn't expect a derailment in a railway museum. That giant machine is a ballast cleaner, basically giving the railway a new foundation without removing the tracks. Why be a regular train when you can be lit? Those sparks may look damaging, but this is actually a rail grinder smoothing out imperfections in the track. This is the scariest point of view you can have as a train passenger. This man's not paying attention, but thankfully everyone else was, so he got out of there safely. Train conductor humor is always next level. When oil buildup turns a steam stack into a blowtorch. Someone threw a rental e-bike on the NYC subway tracks. The wreck caused a 12-hour shutdown that day. Flat ground is easy. The real test starts when the tracks point upward. Underground pressure buildup makes this manhole start moving. Wet leaves have made the rail so slippery here that the wheels can't even grip on. People like this don't care about themselves or the others they inconvenience. The railfan here wanted to see the approaching train, but it was long gone by the time this one crossed the station. Don't click off yet. If you love our videos, subscribe now and hit that bell. And wait, there's more videos for you right here on the screen. Just click on the one that grabbed your interest and enjoy. See you there!